How's it going, Bearded Brothers? So today we're going to be talking about basically what type of equipment we use on cutting beards and basically how to cut a beard and just general maintenance. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. So just general maintenance on how we trim a beard and basically how we look after our beard. Now, in terms of my cheek lines, I've always used a cutthroat style blade. Now these can be quite tricky to use. Now you can hurt yourself with these because the blades are extremely sharp, and probably the best way of learning how to use one would be like, I don't know, shaving foam on a balloon, and if you pop the balloon you probably end up piercing your skin. So just take the shaving cream off the balloon and then see if that that will help you in order to get the right pressure on the side of your face. But you've also got to apply some tension on your skin to get, so you're not allowing your skin to crease back, because that's when you're going to pierce your skin. So be very careful with a cutthroat. But yeah, that's what I use for my cheek lines and sometimes my neckline. The neckline can be quite hard with these if you've got quite a long beard, because it's hard to see right underneath. But yeah, I definitely use them for my cheek lines. Now moving over to like clippers, what type of clippers we use. Now I use two style. I use the Wahl clippers and the Phillips ones. Now I'll put a link in the description for both of these. And they both have their ups and downs. Now in terms of the protection guards on the top, I prefer the Wahl ones, and then these ones are a little bit tricky to use because if you go in, if you notice there, so we have like a level type thing, and if you go in through the actual top there, it takes more out, so you've got to get the right angle to. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the actual guard compared to the Wahl. You can set the actual height on the back there, which is a lot easier to use. But in terms of actual outright power output, the Phillips is miles better. But these are good for detailing, so for like shaping up around the edges and on the back. And then the Phillips are very good for taking a little bit of edging out the side, but I still use my Wahl for taking the edges out the sides because of the actual protection I've used on the guard. Now I'd be very careful with clippers because you can actually go, if you're trying to take the edge off a couple of stray hairs, you can actually dig straight into your beard and they can just wipe out a lot of hair. So I'd be very careful with clippers. It takes a lot of getting used to, and you're probably going to mess your beard up quite a few times. The amount of times I have messed my beard up with clippers and just coming in trying to take out a few stray hairs, and I've wiped out like half my beard at the side because I've tried to like come in and then I've ended up just getting a little bit too angry and I've just whipped the whole thing off. Yeah, you don't want to do that. We've probably all been there. But yeah, you want to maintain the clippers as well and keep the actual blades well oiled. Most of them nowadays come with oil, a little pot of oil, but you could probably use beard oil on them. But yeah, you want to make sure the runners are actually really nice and oiled up before you use them, and make sure you declog them with the little brushes that they come with, and just get all the dead hairs out, all the stray hairs out. Now I've always stuck with the motto of kind of like a stray hair today will be a straight hair tomorrow. A stray hair today will be a straight hair tomorrow. It's just the way that hair is and the way you've lied on it or slept on it a little bit funny, but I mean, what I always do after I've had a shower, I kind of blow dry my beard, but I don't throw too much hot air at my beard. I kind of use like a cool air and try and just comb that hair back into shape. I just feel like if I'm taking out all these little stray hairs, I'm just wiping out most of the essential parts of my beard. and you're just going to end up with a misshaped beard. Now, excuse me, going over to the certain types of scissors. Now you can use excuse me, the normal size, which is basically for taking out little trims here and there on stray hairs, or you can use a mustache scissors. I don't trim my mustache with a pair of scissors. I don't like the angle of it in the mirror where like I'm up here, and yeah, my barber uses a pair of scissors, but it's quite, I can't get the angle right with a pair of scissors, but it is quite difficult using a pair of scissors. I know the struggles, trust me. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting a pair of scissors. I mean, you can trim away just little bits sticking out here and there. What I tend to do is I like my beard quite short on the side, kind of blended in with my hairline, and then you want to try and keep it nice. Well, this is how I do. You want to try and keep it nice and at a nice level, and then I try and like just thicken it out then. So yeah, a nice decent pair of scissors. Now moving over to what we actually put in our beard. Now, in terms of oil, we want a nice thick oil. Now this is the Honest Amish. I'll put a link in the description for Honest Amish. And the oil, people think you're going to get a nice solid hold. You can get a tiny bit of hold. It ain't going to do much compared to what balm will. But an oil is specifically for your skin underneath your beard, because when your beard hair grows, your skin has natural oils in it anyway, and then that goes into the hair, and then your skin dries out, which is hence dandruff. A lot of people get the beard dandruff, and it can be an absolute pain. But the oil is basically our saviour, and that will stop the dandruff from happening. It may not completely terminate all of your dandruff in your beard, but if you keep on top of it, growing a beard, man, is it's a lot harder than you think. There's a lot of maintenance involved, and you've got to be very committed. So the oil is probably going to last you about 2-3 hours at best. So even taking a little pot to like work with you, or around when you're going out, and just apply a little bit every now and again, that will probably stop the dandruff and things. But yeah, the oil is definitely only used for the skin underneath. Now moving over to balm. Now this is, I haven't done a review on these yet. This is the Beard Brand's Spice Citrus, and this is a utility balm. Now the balm is specifically for, you're going to get the oil the same as you are with a beard oil. You're still going to get that oil from it, but it's a lot thicker texture, and you're going to get a lot better hold in your beard, which, like, the shape you want kind of like hair gel, but it's a balm. It's more of like a creamy oily texture. Now in terms of balm, if your beard is quite short, you say you've got like a stubble and you're at that itchy stage, you're probably best not using a balm. I'd probably stick with an oil. The oil is going to soften your hair, so that's going to stop that hair from folding round and then stabbing back into your skin, which that's then causes the irritation and itching. Now the oil will stop that, and it will soften your hair up. Now in terms of when you should start moving over to balm, you should be using oil and balm as well. I always use oil and balm together anyway, and I would start using balm when you start to get probably just over an inch in length, excuse me, and that's where you're really going to be able to like start keeping your beard in shape and actually focusing the hair on where it needs to grow. So yeah, growing a beard can be quite difficult. It can be a little bit frustrating at first, and what a lot of people do when they're growing a beard, and I've found this like a lot with people, there's a lot of people out there who want to grow a beard who can't grow a beard, and it is what it is really. A lot of it is genetics. You can go for transplant and things like that, which can be quite costly, if you are growing a beard, don't look at somebody else who has a beard and think you're going to get where they are, and you're going to look better than them, or if not the same as them, because you shouldn't really compare yourself to somebody else's beard, because their genetics are totally different to yours. So I just embrace what you can grow. If you are after growing a beard, just embrace it, because it's yours, and yeah, just definitely just embrace it, because it's what makes us, well, what I gather it, what makes us men, like the beard. It has been a huge thing over the past couple of years now. The beard, it's been more of like, a lot of people think it's a cult thing, but since I was a kid, I've always wanted to grow a beard, and now there's flaws I find in my beard all the time, but you know what, I'm embracing it because it's mine, and I think that's what you guys should do. You should definitely embrace your beard, and don't care what other people think. Don't, if they want to bring you down about your beard and things like that. I mean, do you know what? I couldn't care less what people think of me, because they should be thinking about their own lives, and I just embrace, and I love making people happy, and my beard is what makes me happy. So if your beard, you've always wanted to grow a beard, and you've always thought you couldn't, just give it a shot, and just let it grow, man. You've got to give it more than just like a month. You've got to give it at least 6 months. Like people say to me all the time, I can't. It annoys me. It gets too itchy. Everyone's been there. Everyone's been through the itchy stage, and that's where oil is. You're not putting oil in your beard. If you're getting that itchiness, you want to start applying the oil into your beard and stopping that itchiness, because it can be a pain. Trust me, I've been there numerous times when I've messed up my beard. But yeah, guys, that's we're gonna wrap it up there, and that's all really. And yeah, the thing for this video was just embrace your beard, and just let it grow, and if it's something you're really after, then just do it, and embrace it, and don't compare yourself to anyone else, because everyone's special, and we should all stop looking down our noses at people, and help people, because there's a lot of hatred in the world, and I think too much hatred brings everyone down, and a little bit of love in the world doesn't hurt anybody. So yeah, embrace your beard. Some little tips there on how to maintain your beard, and I've got a couple of videos that I've done reviews on companies and other beard trimming ways. I will be doing some in the bathroom of me trimming and things like that, but there's a few little things I've got to work out first. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, share the love, and hit the like on the video, and yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys, and yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.